Hey everybody, welcome back. How's it going? Welcome to the second hour here of Once Upon a Game, episode 13, where we are playing some Vincent Baker's Mobile Frame Zero Firebrands. It's one shot, game about mech anime, RPG stuff. We just started creating our characters a little bit, kind of setting up the situation, what we think is important, and I'm actually not the MC of this or even facilitator. I'm just the host of the show. So I'm going to give it over to Sci-Fi.
Yeah. So we did a bit of character creation, and now we are ready to get into playing the games proper. So
Right, proper.
yeah. So we have our turn order here. So that's just the way we're going to do the games. On your turn, choose a player and choose a game. There are 9 games. Both of you turn to that game in the booklet, follow the instructions there. You can choose any game you want. Between turns, you can flip through the games and plan for which one you might want to play next. So yeah, we have 9 games here.
Yeah, we just get to choose the game.
Yeah, we just get to choose, and play continues in rounds until basically we play every game.
Okay, just so we're
going in or not.
Yeah, so for folks at home who are playing along in TV land, the options we have. Can we do a solitaire scene again? Is that an option?
You can if you want another solitaire scene right off the bat.
No. Okay. We're gonna take turns. There's 9 different games. How many total games do we get to play, though? I know, but isn't there a chance? Oh, go around the table and play games at least once. After once around, anyone can decide to end play at the end of any player's turn. To end play, we just go around one more time. Okay,
so we just get to play as many games as we want.
Well,
until all of us die, or like fall in love and ride away.
Yeah.
I want to go with I want to do an animated. So here's what the options. This is what I was getting to. Here's the options for everybody. Solitaire. So another like vignette. An animated disagreement. A chase. A conversion. Oh, a conversation over food. A dance. A free for all. Meeting sword to sword. Stealing time together. And a tactical skirmish. So I think I'm going to choose from I seen an animated disagreement, not knowing what goes into that.
Okay. Animated disagreement. I realized we were on the wrong page because I did not drag the players over to the place where the game list was. But anyway, animated disagreement. Setup. Everyone plays. Decide with your chosen partner what is the matter of your disagreement, where you're holding the discussion, who else is present. So who are you having this disagreement with?
That is a good question.
It doesn't look like you can have like a friendly disagreement because no one else is a landowner.
Yeah. You choose.
I know what it is. What it is. Well, obviously, remember how? So we're looking for. So what I'm setting up right now is that my faction, the landowners, and specifically me, Eric Dow, our crew is in some sort of we're already on Bentreshi land, and we're looking for the revolutionary asset. The animated disagreement is that we are going to be this is obviously like gonna be in what's your name? We're in the Avalon lands, of course. I'm supposed to meet with basically the landowner person who you work for, but I think the disagreement is that he's lazy and he's going to basically force me to be arguing with you about telling us what you know about Golden Age's character, which probably isn't a lot. So it's going to be. So I'm just thinking. I think that's the vector I'm going to go with. Okay.
Oh, that's great.
So you're having an animated.
So where are we holding the discussion? Your house, your throne room or whatever, where you're like basically deposed, where you're now like basically servants, right? Just to add insult to injury. But you also maybe have like home field advantage a little bit in that regard. Who else is present? That one landowner guy is present. Someone can play him.
Yeah. What do you notice about each other? What have you heard? It's the next setup question.
I know that you're upset with this guy. I think you are being over. I think you are overreacting. I think that you now all of a sudden that money's in question. You guys are greedy. So that's where I'm going with it. That's where I think about you. I think you're opportunistic, and you're out of line. Is what I think.
I think you've also heard that I may have been colluding with other Bantrish families.
Ooh, actually, yeah, I love that. But in the future, for next scenes, could we actually say what we heard of the other person? Can we do that instead of being like what I think you heard of me? Can you actually do what, the opposite? So like you.
Well, I think you were already doing that. I just wanted to add that because I think that's cool.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's perfect then. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
what you notice or hear, it doesn't have to be just like.
Yeah, and since I think of you as like as an enemy, but like I can't. You're not like engaging or anything like that. I would be like, you need to tell me you're working with a revolution. You need to tell me this guy. Like, okay, yeah. Okay, we're going with this. Okay, got it. Yep. Okay. So, the scene is this is like after dinner or whatever. Now, and it's like now, boy, we're not in our mechs, so this is like very much like a formal engagement thing or whatever. Like I show up in like my military uniform or whatever. My soldiers are with me, but maybe they're not in the scene right now. Mm-hmm. Your guards here too, but they're probably not in the scene. Maybe. It's really just like us two. The important part is us two over dinner, and all it's right. Like
then I will.
You're used to serving somebody though.
Is it over dinner? Because then that would be a conversation over food.
Oh, then it's not.
That's a
You're right.
game.
No.
How about you come in expecting dinner, and I'm so fed up with feeding these landowners, I refuse to feed you. I refuse to let you in the door.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You're sitting in an empty banquet hall.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Like, you've demanded food, and I'm just like, no.
The insolence, the hubris of these natives.
So,
yeah, no, I'm ready. I'm ready to begin. That was me. That was me in character. All
right, so we had a nice interesting.
Yeah,
Everyone else not present takes place in the audience, whether real or imaginary. The audience conducts the discussion. Audience members, you take turns posing challenges to the position holders. Both position holders must answer each challenge. You decide who goes first, or let one of them volunteer. Once both have answered, award one coin to who you think gave the best answer. You have to choose. If either position holder goes on too long, you can cut them off and award one coin to their counterpart, or else just kindly ask them to wrap up. They are absolutely not allowed to interrupt or rebut one another. If either position holder interrupts the other or tries to get in a rebuttal when it's not their turn, cut them off at once and award one coin to the counterpart.
Jeez.
After 3 challenges, you compare coins. Whatever proportion of the coins they each hold, they can be confident that if they were forced to commit, the same proportion of the audience, real or imaginary, would side with them.
So I noticed we haven't stated our positions yet.
Yeah, so what is your position in this? What's your stake in this disagreement?
My position, I don't know so much. It's so much as we're not seeing eye. I don't know. I'm picturing this more of like we're not seeing eye to eye. So like here, I'm gonna explain how I see the situation, and then maybe we can answer what our positions are together. Because I'm not sure how to answer this question just yet. What I'm seeing is that we're not seeing eye to eye. I'm thinking that you are working either with the revolutionaries or you're working like with the rebellion here, trying to set up things, and you would know information, and you're withholding this information from us. So I'm picturing the landowners as kind of like the counterinsurgency, and you guys are kind of like the insurgency. So we're like trying to win like this information over you to protect you. And
and I guess then My position would be that we are obviously not sided with the rebels. The rebels are a common enemy, and you guys are being assholes.
Yeah,
that is part of my position.
All right.
It is not customary to treat with your officers with dinner.
I believe you've had quite.
You have food on this planet, do you not? You lived in the lap of luxury for so many years, while we were off protecting you from space pirates.
Yes, thank you.
And I see your gaze, and now. You really do you just keep this gaze?
He's glaring at you. Right, so I'm just gonna go down the list we have for our audience questions. So the first one would be Golden to pose a challenge to them from the list.
Golden,
are you?
You're
Golden, page 13. Oh, you're muted.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you're muted in Zoom.
Yeah, in Zoom you're muted.
There we go.
Hey.
Please make a personal attack on your counterpart.
All right, who goes first?
Fucking out of the gate. Okay. Who goes first?
Yeah, I mean, we could just decide either or at random.
I think Golden should decide.
Yeah, Golden, who goes first? Who makes the first attack?
Stunny, you can do it.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, let me think for just a
Personal attack.
Oh gosh, I feel kind of bad even going down this line, but I'm gonna have to go there. So your character's name is also Eric, right? What is his last name again? Dow?
Dow. Yeah.
Okay. I think you've windbagged on for a while, and I'm like, Mr. Dow, the same as his father. What a disgrace.
Was that it? Was that the entire?
Yeah, I mean that's all I'm gonna say. Is your father's shit and your shit.
Can you?
Wow.
Can you give us
now
some
it's,
insight into your character's mind?
It's. Well, I think it's Eric's turn to make a personal attack then.
All of a sudden, because you find gold flecks in your shit, all of a sudden you grow a backbone and you pretend this place is yours. This place is ours by right, and your fucking mountain of shit that you call home is still worthless. You insolent piece of crap. This is our place. It's owned by us. By right. Everyone's recognized it except for you because you're an opportunistic scumbag.
Okay. So Golden gets to decide who he thought.
I love you, Astani, by the way. I'm not. It's not.
I think Eric was definitely the more insulting there. So
Yeah. I would
So
agree
he
with
is
that.
awarded 1 coin.
Should I mark the coins on my character sheet?
I marked it on the turn order. It's all they don't carry over between games.
Cool. Okay, thank you. That's awesome.
Yeah, they're just used as the individual scoring for the games.
Okay, now we rotate and there's.
Yeah, we go down, and I guess I'll ask the next audience challenge.
Dude, this game's fucking rad. I love this game already.
Oh. Please explain how your position carries the weight of tradition, law, and social order. We'll
Stanley
go with
goes
the
first
Stanley
again, right?
first. Yeah.
Damn it, I'm so bad at going first. Okay.
It's customary for the loser to go first.
Oh, but that's so shit.
That's my only thing.
Yeah, whatever. You shut up, Eric. I'm gonna lose this game. I'm just so passive.
What matters?
Okay. The Avalon have lived on this land for centuries, and a piece of paper from an off-world foreign government means nothing to this world. We have governed this land, and I believe that this planet belongs to the Bantresh. And you should all leave. You are opportunistic yourselves, coming here suddenly when you see value with pieces of paper. That's all I got. I'm bad at this.
All right. So then now it's Eric's turn to explain how your position carries the weight of tradition, law, and social order.
I don't understand how you can argue the merits of a basis of social order and custom when you can't even offer food to guests when they stay at your house. I would offer food. But more importantly to the matter, I'm sorry, I don't remember the name of the company. Fuck. The solar company. No, I know my company, the Solar Organization, Solar Unity,
the Terran Transit Authority.
Not Terran Transit Authority. Yeah,
Solar Union.
The Solar Union. Yeah. So I was like, but more importantly, more to the point, the Terran Transit Authority has given power to the Solar Union for this quadrant of the galaxy. Bantal falls under that domain. That's just how order and power flows. Just because you have something of value does not mean all of a sudden you're independent. We were off defending this planet and everywhere around, making sure it's safe and that freedom and information can flow, so you could sit on your manor house all nice and cozy.
Mm.
You bring up my father earlier. My father is a hero to the Solar Union. The previous Teuton sector wars, something.
Yeah. He's covered wars,
Yeah, he's like decorated war hero from this previous campaign. We're not sitting here lollygagging, being opportunistic. We are defending your rights to be here, to be safe, and to be secure. So, because now we show up in a more proactive way, roll over. It's by right. It's how power flows.
Dang. This is both very interesting cases, but I think the coin is going to go to Estani. This one.
Mm-hmm.
Now we go to Chaotic Corn Dogs for the third and final challenge of the disagreement.
Please explain how your position is the most just and equitable. Eric, you mind going first?
No, I don't mind at all.
Okay.
One second. Let me make sure. Okay, it's called crystalline bantrophil. Is what we're going after.
Yeah, that's the resource in the Bantral ecosystem that is very valuable.
The chemical agents and economical purposes of crystalline bantrophil can't be utilized on this planet alone. They must be sold and delivered to the greater schema of Earth and humanity's colonization to the stars, right? What's most equitable is that it gets distributed and sold at a fair price to everybody. And the best way to do that is through the Solar Union, which has been proven time and time again to be the de facto regulatory body and agency for distributing resources across the galaxy, not just here, but from Terra to Epsilon Erdani. It has been the tried and true way. So it may seem unfair that we are imposing and grabbing more now. It is for the greater share of the sector. It is so kids on Tal City don't have to grow up with respirators. Crystalline Banterfill serves as a power source for neonatal units that otherwise would have been unable to be made, which would provide them they could be able to suppress the virulent agents on Sirius 6, so we can begin colonizing there. The principles and the applications of Crystalline Banterfill across the sector are tremendous, right? It would be a shame for this one group to have all of this power in this one sector. It would disrupt the balance of everybody, the sector. You guys would grow into a huge empire that could rival anybody, and for what? Can't we just realize that economics and trade and distribution is really the most important thing, and that's how equality is sustained. Mic drop.
All right.
Trickle down.
I find it very interesting to hear you speak of equality when you come to this planet that you have long neglected, and you treat my people as dirt beneath the soles of your shoes. You come here to this land that we have protected ourselves, that we have governed, and you cast us out from our own homes so that you may live beneath our roofs. When you have starships that could easily provide for you, but instead you wish for luxury. You cast us out and demand that we feed you. You cast us out and demand that you sit on our thrones. You cast us out and demand that our resources that we have protected, that we have harvested and cultivated, are rightfully yours. And then you come into my house demanding food, demanding that I treat you as a guest, as you try to incriminate me by suggesting that I am allying myself with rebels and revolutionaries. You speak of faraway planets, but what of this planet that is my home, this planet that I am sworn to protect, this planet and these people that are my responsibility? What of us and what of them? It is all well and good that this can be used to benefit others in other systems. But why is it your right to take it from us and not let us trade what is ours?
All right.
Yeah, you get to award the tiebreaker coin, as it were.
That is super difficult.
I agree. Those were both very convincing cases.
Those were, God, it's because like
you guys anime speech
sure
at each other so hard.
Like it. Like they're completely different, but like about the same thing. I think I'm gonna have to give it to Astini though, because like her argument was just like, you can't just like come here and take all of our stuff. And Eric's was like, yeah,
we can come here and take
all your stuff
Yeah.
and like support us.
Yeah, it's a good thing that we're taking your stuff.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
we're taking all of your stuff to support, us.
Orphans.
No,
Yeah,
what?
it's
It's
like
a good.
saying like, yeah, I'm pillaging a
No,
village,
that's not what
but
I said.
It's like it's so I can eat, right?
Okay, well, I mean, I'm not contesting that Astani deserves the point, but I am contesting that maybe I didn't deliver my point good enough, and that is letting Bayantal govern and handle this powerful thing will deleverage the entire sector homeostasis here, like equality. This resource being in the hands of a small thing will make this part of the sector, Bantal, become a massive power center. Now all of a sudden they're going to have this power and this ambition. It's going to disrupt everything. In order to keep the peace and make sure everything's okay, just give it to the Solar Union, who's been known to sell it at a fair price across everywhere, and everything keeps balanced. Like, Angelica will get kickbacks.
Give up your shit.
Like your argument is that people with more power will better distribute it.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Well, the challenge was
the rating power will distribute it better.
The challenge was to describe how your position was just, so that totally makes sense in that sense.
It does, but it's not strong enough, and you could argue that's fine, right? That's fine. I just want to make sure. I just wanted to reiterate my point of where it was. It wasn't like. Yeah, I mean, like, real talk, power is a boot on your face, right? And it just so happens that my boot's on Estani's face, or on her character's face, Sulfera's face, and then Sulfera's boot's on the revolutionary's face. So that's all, right? I mean, there's just boots all the way down on everyone's faces. That's fine. I think it's funny and cute and it's awesome. But yeah, cool. All right.
Yeah. So, ending the discussion, after 3 challenges, you compare coins. Whatever proportion of coins you each hold, you can be confident that if they were forced to commit, the same proportion of the audience, real or imaginary, would side with them. I think the theoretical audience here is just the general populace. And then you're talking about, like, what would be best for the people. And, yeah, Stoney comes out of that discussion with 2 coins, and Eric with only 1.
So we keep those coins though, right? Or are they gone?
I believe they are, but they don't carry over between games.
I thought there was something at the end though about coins.
Just mark them on your character handout, just in case.
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
I
need to find the.
So I'll just put game 1, 2 coins.
Yeah.
No, you might be right.
Or actually, with the layout of the game, I doubt it would carry over, because it's like Eric and
the end game of this is just answer questions, not.
That's fine. That's cute.
Yeah, but I think the reasoning for it is Eric and Astini can go. Then when it's Golden turn, Golden and Astini can go. Then Astini can go. And yeah.
You could really stockpile coins.
Yeah, you really could.
But not every game uses coins.
Oh, does it? I haven't played before.
Yeah. So, we're back at the game list screen, and it would be Golden's turn to select a game to play.
Well, obviously, we have to have a free-for-all. There hasn't been nearly enough explosions in this bingo.
All right. We will go to the page for free-for-all. Setup. Everyone plays, everyone's characters meet in your mobile frames to do battle. That's your chosen partner where the free-for-all takes place.
All right.
I will choose Corn Dogs as my partner.
Yeah. We're both revolutionaries.
Damn straight.
So yeah, where does the free-for-all take place?
Golden, you got an idea?
I mean, I can think of one place it could take place.
So everybody plays this?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone plays. Everyone plays, everyone's characters meet in your mobile.
Yeah, I don't think you get battle. It's just like we're all in this scene.
Yeah,
is this free for
all is happening, yes.
Pick somewhere in outer space.
Oh god.
Space in the orbit above the planet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna that's gonna make it really awkward for me. I only have.
Does this planet have rings?
It can if you want it to.
We can fight on the rings. They could be solid, and your mecha can just walk on the rings.
That'd be super.
Well,
that sounds fucking anime.
Is it a ring or is it a space elevator? Is it
it's a ring.
Is it a man-made ring?
No, he has ring walking shoes installed in his mech.
Oh. That's a thing.
Absolutely.
All right. What does your character look like, by the way?
My character?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got.
Talk about that.
She's very pretty. She's got green hair, and cute button nose. Yeah, I had a picture. Did you see the picture? I'll add her up again.
You're literally playing diva.
But you're also a very, like, highly trained asset of the revolution.
Yeah, but I'm also like 16, so deal with it.
That's true. Yeah, that's very Gundam. But yeah, conducting the free-for-all. Go around the table. Each of you get 2 turns. Golden will go first. On your turn, choose an enemy's player character and give them a challenge. They answer it freely.
All right.
You can find the list of challenges there.
So, Darcy, I am holding back, lighting you up with sensors and comms, zeroing you for my allies. Are you able to evade, and how? I'm probably like scanning your mech for all its weak points and like uploading the schematics to the internet. The galactic internet.
Okay, which one is that? I wanted to read it while you were talking.
It's the third one.
The third one. Okay. I imagine I would be able to evade because if you've all seen the image of my beautiful Knight Gundam thing, it is amazing. It is custom built for me, and it's powered by Crystal Banthal or whatever, and it has like rocket boots and stuff. So I think like what I'm able to do is like I'm able to use my massive like plasma sword to disrupt your sensors by spinning it around.
Wow.
And then being able to like kind of rock it out of the way.
That makes my sword look like pathetic.
There's so much radiation coming out of that sword. I don't know. I can't compensate for this electromagnetic flux. All right, so that's my turn.
Yeah, that's one of your 2 turns, and now it's Stunny's turn to put a challenge on an enemy player character.
Okay, let me...
So, question. Are you and Eric enemies at this point? Or do you think that you guys are, like, either non-aggressive or allies? I'm not really sure how that's...
Landowners are always my enemies.
Okay,
yeah,
so
it's also on the factions page. The landowners and the revolutionaries are the enemies of the Bandrans.
Got it.
Let's see. I think Ramon.
Oh.
I get the drop on you and hit you with a roaring jet of flame, steel meltingly hot. Can your frame take it? How?
So how do you do this?
You just answer. Yeah. Yeah, she just gets the drop on you. She can describe how it works.
Yeah, I would like that.
Does your mech have a flamethrower, or are you like hitting him with a thruster?
I think it's the thrusters from my rocket boots. Is that
You're just like thrusting away from me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like we've been engaged in this combat and neither one of us has really been able to get the upper hand. And so I use this maneuver that my mother taught me where I kind of like do a feint and then kind of position myself so my rocket boots are like right at your mech, and then I just blast away and I blast you with all the afterburn.
Yeah, right before you do like the big like afterburn blast, we see like a picture of or like a scene of me and my mech being like, "What?" and like inside, like, how did that happen? I'm pretty sure my what's it called? Something suit.
Mobile frame.
Mobile frame. God, that wasn't correct at all.
Here's an easy way to remember it. Think of mofo.
Okay.
MOF0. Mofo.
That is what they call the the mobile frame 0.
In like the back of the book.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's mobile frames.
I think it's a combination of mine being like an industrial, like basically like a weightlifting mobile frame. A combination of that and the like me being an ace pilot and like trying to get out of the way. I get probably scorched pretty bad, but I don't think I just die and get sucked out into space.
Right, it's like the Zaku from Gundam. You don't have maybe the best weaponry, but you just have so much protective armor.
Mm-hmm. Like my mobile frame is like, I would say it was like built for defense, but it wasn't. It was built for like utility moving stuff. But like in combat, that's what it's best at, even though I don't want it to be. I basically just want Darcy's mech.
It's badass.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright, that brings you down to one turn left, and then it's my turn to pose a challenge. Who do I want to pose this to, though? I think... Alright, I think I'm going to put this challenge on Eric's character. And it's going to say, I rush you. I'm faster than you'd believe. Can you react in time and get away? How?
Of course. So, Remy, can you describe for us your mech again?
Yeah, I'm...
It's been a while. It's been a little while.
Yeah. I have a picture I can link in the Twitch chat. Or here, I'll just drop it in the Zoom and you can put it in Twitch chat because links don't fly in your chat. But yeah, this is for anyone wondering at the moment, it's Wing Gundam Fenice from Build Fighters. I think that link should work.
Yeah, okay, so...
But yeah, the name of the mech is Mobile Frame Rose Custom. And it's just a very high-speed, close-range melee mech, basically.
God, everyone just has
so
like a
we have so we're called the Worm Guard, and it's not just me, it's me and my group, right?
Yeah.
You rush at us impossibly fast. Our computers like before I can react, my mech does this for me. It like it creates what's this term? There's a term in military for armor that ablates. It's like refractive. It's there's a term for it.
Just reactive armor.
Reactive armor. It's reactive armor. It's reactive armor. But what it
the
does...
only reason I know that is because of Gundam.
Yeah, no, it's reactive armor. But what it does is it triggers and it deploys a like fire shield around us. So you like charge us and this fire thing happens and you like okay. So if you're like coming at the fire shield, right? And then it's like, and you skid it like right by it as like the shield, so like, and it's coming from like the center of my mech, which is basically like the dragon breath thing, right? So it like creates this like bubble of like fire around us. So like instead of like damage, like your temperature sensors like go to like immediate red as you immediately jockey to avoid the fire, and like you like skid around.
And then just outside the reach of my beam saber.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe like your beam saber like tries to strike through it, and it just like hits like the heat and like the magnetic field or whatever. Yeah, so it just like streaks across the fire. And so it just avoids it. Then like it turns off, and you see like the little like cooldown thing on my fucking visor HUD as we're getting ready. And like, man, like Christ, he's fast. Defensive protocol.
Yeah, Remy just looked back and he's like, damn, almost had him.
Yeah, right. And then like defense right. And they're like, guys, defense position 6B. Just like on Teuton. And like we like changed our positions onto like a wedge, and there we go. Okay. Nice. If that's cool with you.
I'm very hyped to be doing mech combat in a tabletop RPG, guys. I'm very hyped.
Yeah. This is my first time as well.
To know. Okay. So it's well, speaking of it being your first time, it's your turn to pose a challenge.
Oh, my turn to pose a challenge.
Yeah, being a revolutionary, everyone on the table is theoretically your enemy, even including your fellow revolutionary.
I think, like, I'm gonna attack Darcy because, like, she attacked me. So
Right. That makes it personal.
yeah, obviously. So I think I'm going to, like, I'm pretty sure Darcy eliminated the majority of Will's like sensor beacons, but I still like lock on to one of them, and like she would have thought that I would have just been like spinning out of control, but I like lock on and I just like jut for her. I rush you. I'm faster than you believe. Can you react? Time to get away. Basically, I'm just coming at you immediately after you come at me.
There's
Like,
just nothing cooler than a mech charging at top speed.
Yeah.
I don't think I react in time and get away. I think you land a blow and then we're engaged in a very fierce melee.
Alrighty then.
Bam.
Yeah, we like cross like metal and energy
Plasma.
blades.
Yeah.
And we get into like a blade lock and we just like stare each other's robot faces directly in the eyes.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I like the idea of you having a worker mech that has just a chunky actual sword, and she has a royal custom mech that has a beam saber.
And we're just like,
Yeah. Metal on lasers. Let's go.
That's how it works.
Alright, it's Eric's turn to pose a challenge.
I know, I'm thinking of the right question I want to do because I'm totally coming after you. I'm gunning for you now, Sci-Fi. I'm gunning for you. I'm coming for Remy. I think the best way for me to fictionally describe this is this question. You come at us again doing the same maneuver, right? But this time, I delay when that fire thing goes off, right? Like maybe like you charge again and we parry you, and then like I'm basically biding time for the thing to cut off cooldown or whatever, and then it finally happens.
There's like a meter recharging,
right?
and
Yeah.
it's like, no, it's 85%.
Yeah, and then you ding by, right? And it's like I'm like losing ground, right? Like you're fast, and I keep going back, and then all of us like. And like you're pressing it, you're trying to beat my brakes, right? And then I basically you come at me again. Only this time I don't cleave your weapon or your beam sword or whatever, but like I like parry it to the ground, and then my fire thing goes off, and it doesn't go after you. It actually traps you so you can't move around us, so you can't use that thing against you. So I'm on your back and I outmaneuver you at every turn. Can you shake me? So like you're trapped with us here with like with my group. So like basically like the wall of fire is now behind you. You know what I mean? So like you're like in this confined area, so you can't keep doing these fucking like matador charges, right? That you're really good with.
Tell you what, I don't think I can shake you because that was such a well played like feint.
Yeah.
I think Remy absolutely falls for it. He's like sees it go off once, he sees you parry the next blow, he's like, all right, that fire thing must have been a one-time thing, right? Like it's like this is child's play now. Crown Prince of the Bantrash.
I don't kill you, but like I do damage to you, and I know what I do though. Like before I like damage your mech or whatever. Yeah, I say like, you think this is the first time we've been putting down planets, boy? And like, boom, you know what I mean?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, exactly. And now like it's a cage match. In this
right. Yeah, no, exactly. That's exactly. It's a fiery cage match is what I'm going for. A fiery anime cage match.
Fiery cage match.
Yeah, man.
I love mechs.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for indulging me. Yes, awesome. Do I get a coin for it? Or is that how that works?
It's a countdown. Everyone gets 2 actions.
Got it. I'm sorry. Okay, I missed.
And then we resolved.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So, cool. Golden, it's your turn to launch another challenge.
Fuck, this is fun.
This is pretty fun. Yeah.
Does it have to target one enemy? Or do a custom?
It says choose an enemy player's character and give them a challenge.
Alright.
But there is the challenge at the bottom of just I do blank. Can you survive it? Dodge it. Hold me off.
Exactly. I'm going to narrate something. So my character is like she can't light up Darcy's mech, but she sees Remy and Eric doing this epic mecha battle, and she's like, yes, if I record this and upload it to the internet, they'll see how wasteful and careless of life each side is, and they'll rise up against both sides. So she's like doesn't look like she's doing anything in particular, but like there's this huge data spike that comes from her mech. She's transmitting your guys' fight in like full 3D. And I guess this is targeting Eric, because Eric had the upper hand in that fight, right?
He definitely did.
He's the one able to react to this.
Yeah, so I guess it's just you do that. Like, can he hold you off?
Or does your pride stop you? You want everyone to see the might of the landowners.
No. And here's why. My pride doesn't stop me. Because my pride for the landowners is not what's important to me. I know my dad's not present, and I'm stopping nothing to find my dad. So I think this is like pure calculated business as I continue to the most pressing matter in the very like anime thing of shrugging off someone that's important. Yeah. So.
I don't allow that transmission to go out.
Yeah,
whatever means.
I don't even think about the ramifications. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't care. It is going out. You don't care. You're just going to keep on fighting Darcy. I mean, running.
Oh yeah. No. My pride won't stop it from going out. Yeah, no.
Yeah, exactly.
It's less important. Yeah, it's not to the greater.
You wouldn't abandon the battle to stop someone recording it.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right. So it's now Astani's turn. Darcy Avalon.
Okay. So I think we see Sulfera's scene where she's recording the fight between Eric and Remy, and I think we get a cut to Darcy, and she recognizes the energy signature from Eric's mech. And like I think the data spike is what draws her attention, and she manages to disengage from Ramon. And let's see where it is.
Fucking everybody's coming for me, Jesus.
Yeah.
You lock one guy in a fire cage, and they all come for you.
Eric, I keep to cover, circling with tactical precision. I'm almost impossible to spot. Do you see me coming, and how?
No, because the fiery thing is shielding.
Yeah.
It's all up in your optical sensors. Can't detect anything.
It would make sense though, because it's probably deploying a lot of energy to like keep this thing going.
It's just random heat energy in space, and the system's just like
Yeah, yeah. So I don't see you.
All right.
But I mean, I rolled deep. I got my crew with me, right? My squad's with me.
You're out there with your boys. You know, they got your back.
I specifically said that earlier, so yeah.
Yeah, your squadron, the Worm Guard, is with you.
Well, yeah. Well, I think the idea to be able to keep up a thing like that requires more than one mech. So.
Yeah. I also like the image of just like the reason you got there is because like it's like, oh, there's a battle happening in space. Deploy your squad now. Now it's my turn, and I need to choose how I get out of this situation. Yeah, so I think after being thrown to the sort of impromptu surface of this planet's ring, yeah, I button up and march on you, shrugging off everything you throw at me. Can you stand me off? How? Directed at Eric.
Yeah, I think you're fighting like you're trapped, right? So
Yeah.
literally.
Like I'm in the back of a. I'm in the back of a cage, but I'm trying to advance on you.
Yeah, I think I can hold you back. Because we have okay, so I think Remy thinks you are. What are your traits again?
My traits are.
You're fire and passionate,
and
right?
radiant.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
He's very much in this like mindset of like I'm unstoppable. I'm a crown prince of Bantrol.
And I'm like a trained military person, and and you're like you're the best person on your farm who knew how to like wield a sword or whatever, and it's just like I'm just holding you back, and I've already injured you, right, or something.
Right.
So I'm just holding you back. I'm just like parrying every blow and being like I've seen this happen a dozen times. It never ends well for you, boy. Right? As I'm like doing that older, more experienced fucking thing, so you get revenge later on, kind of thing, or we fall in love, kind of thing.
Maybe like there's just a
shit, yeah, no, exactly. It's like I admire your spirit, boy, like ching ching, like things and stuff. You fight like a warrior, but like with real training, then you might have been able to succeed. And like I do like a quick like whoosh, and like thrust at you, and you like adeptly dodge out of the way, or like goes under your arm. You know what I mean? And it's like huh, and I go huh, like they're like oh, and I say like this guy is really good for being like raw talent or whatever in my head, right? And I'm like you would be no match for, but like then I say like no I can't say that. You are no match for us, and like it's like you do that thing.
Just end up trading blows, like not gaining ground but not losing it either.
Sir, his power level's too high. You know what I mean? Whatever. But something like that, right?
Off the charts.
Yeah, I'm ceding to you that you are. If you weren't damaged, you'd have gotten the better of me easily. You are an incredibly proficient pilot for being someone who's untrained, right? And it's actually shocking.
It's good, but you got cocky, kid. I accept that. All right, it's Chaotic Corndog's turn.
All right, so I do want to acknowledge that Darcy basically just like left like mid combat with me.
Yeah, I totally did that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? You're not worth it.
Yeah, I'm probably like offended by that. Because like, I'm just like, oh, okay, you're gonna fight with all the other cool mechs. I'm gonna like, I don't know. I think I'm literally just gonna do the same thing again. So you like I'm assuming. Do you mind if I can narrate the you like running away from me part?
No, go for it.
All right. So what I'm thinking is like we like locked swords, and you like pressed up one of your like boots up to my chest and like pushed off and like flew backwards. And I, once again, for the second time, am just like spinning out of control.
That's your signature move. Is you pretend to be spinning out of control, but then it's actually a big charge.
Or actually, I'll say I fall out of the sky like a hunting bird. Do you survive my attack? If so, how? So basically, I'm at this point. I'm thinking my mech is probably just like faster than yours, because I've basically like outdone you in speed twice now.
Well, also keep in mind that I'm trying to sneak up on Eric.
Oh yeah. It would make perfect.
So you can totally get the drop on.
Your mech is fast and well armored. It's just not it's not armed.
And it's not impressive looking like everyone else.
Yeah, it's not a sweet custom mech.
You come in like you get like picked up as like a civilian fucking like. Yeah, you get picked up as like a Toyota Prius.
Like, and it's like, what's that doing here? But
who brought a Prius to a mech battle?
Yeah, it's a Prius with a little Revolution logo on the side.
That's exactly what it is. Whatever the equivalent of that in
right? Yeah.
So I absolutely survive your attack. This is not the time to die.
like there was no doubt in my mind that you.
I think what happens though is that you definitely do strike me and you like disrupt my plan for going for Eric and you send me kind of like spiraling off the way that I've done to you a couple times now.
Oh my god, I'm so happy.
Nice. So, yeah, for the last action before we end the free-for-all, Eric.
Oh, Eric. Hold on.
I think, I don't want to press on this between me and Remy anymore. So I think what happens is like we do one of those like we'll meet again things.
Yeah.
You know, as like we like dart off to another part of the battle.
Right.
Now we just described Safara, right? You just okay, so what can you describe again what it looked like between Ramon and Safara fighting? What that looked like?
Oh, I haven't fought anybody. I've just been doing the.
Yeah, Safara's been away from the battle, broadcasting a transmission back to the planet.
So
Yeah,
Farrah's actually
been-
like helping the revolution.
Yeah, whereas Ramon's like going for glory out there.
Yeah, that's like my whole deal, right? I'm just like I'm gonna be like a hero, and people are
Yeah.
gonna.
Whereas Safara's like the spy asset. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so
More
I need to know
information
this.
Back to
Yeah.
base.
So we break off and like I fly up and I look for like the position because remember my mission is to find the revolutionary asset, right?
Right.
So the first thing that I'm going to think of is I see the clashing between I don't see Sulfera because you're in the distance. I don't think you're the first thing I would see. I think the first thing that I would see would be Darcy versus Ramon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That clash, and I think that Ramon might be the thing. Also, it makes sense that I would think that I'm underestimating the revolution's power, so I would
Yeah, I
think
could
that's
actually
it.
like face off against Darcy, which
Yeah.
might be pretty impressive.
Yeah, right. What this looks like is the shoulder-mounted like laser fire charges up. You immediately get like the warning signal that there's a designator, like the red dot things on you.
Yeah, I'm
Far
just, like,
across
trying
the
to, like, maneuver
far
and stuff.
across the landscape, I raise my rifle. I put a shot into your oh boy, I guess I put a shot into your reactor core right in the back. It just pierces your Prius. Do you avoid my shot? How?
What was that last part?
Do you avoid my shot? How?
I think I don't avoid your shot, but it doesn't just blow me up immediately.
No.
Like it
Does
doesn't
it
just blow
disable
my
you?
like reactor core. I probably maneuver a little bit out of the way. And I think like one of my like thrusters is like now like
Oh yeah. It does the fucking blinking shit.
yeah
Yeah.
Yeah.
like oh shit I
Does
gotta
the thing-
I
like
need to get back down to the planet and I'm just like slowly like going down trying to like maneuver with like a flickering
Yeah.
Yeah, we see like the anime goes into your cockpit and we see like the fucking John Deere logo in the top corner and underneath it it's saying like engine thruster warning
Yeah.
thing.
Like red,
Yeah.
red, the cockpit's lighting turns
You know what I
to
mean?
red. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, dude.
The
I think
Or
the ending,
reactor-
whatever company built your tractor, right? Your glorified tractor
I think
symbol.
the last scene that I'm gonna
Be violated.
is going to be a scene where it's just like a landscape where it's my mech basically falling from orbit, and then we see like me like eject out of the cockpit, and it's just like a parachute, and I'm just like slowly falling down as my mech just crashes and explodes on like
No.
Fuck.
Jeez.
Wow.
Because I'm not recording any of that. That we don't want the public to see the revolution.
no, absolutely
Yeah.
not. I trust you.
Just the landowners and the bantrips fighting. That's all they're going to see.
Yes. No one cares about the revolution anymore.
A revolutionary leader like blowing up their mech, that's not important. No one cares.
No, no one cares about that.
All right. So now we go into ending the free-for-all. When everyone's had 2 turns to make challenges and it's come back around for your 3rd turn, choose an end to the battle. Choose the one that best fits the action up to that point. After the free-for-all, remind everybody that the battle has left them with unfinished business, a grudge, or a real tactical objective they should bring into their next game. So, Golden, since you started the free-for-all, you get to choose your first end. How does this end for your character?
I mean, I feel like we fought to a better bloody stalemate, but at the same time, I was completely successful in my goal. Wasn't to blow you guys up. So I think that the fighting continues between the the landowners and the Bantresh, and eventually, like, they realize that they're not going to be able to defeat the other, and nobody notices the small mech far away with no important details or logos or anything on it.
So wait, were the revolutionaries not even like part of this battle? If so,
you weren't even supposed to be fighting.
Yeah, I kind of love that.
Right.
I was just
like a steady Darcy just like attacked your mech out of nowhere. And it's like, holy shit, this mech is prepared to fight in this battle. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I'm like literally the only mech of the revolution, like in this entire battle. Because like I'm going for glory. If I like survived or my mech survived, then that would have been completely
it was your job to make sure that the Bantresh and the landowners fought, and you did that. And it cost you your mech.
I'll try to get a new one, maybe.
Yeah, I guess. Like after the film goes out and it like villainizes both sides, they realized that there was another. The spy was there, and they have to get her. Meanwhile, the spy realizes that the Bantresh are more like quicker to repair their mechs than she thought. Like, I guess Esteni's mech would have been the one that she stole the power core out of. And yet it fought just fine, and the landowner's mech was able to basically 2 versus 1 the Bantreshi. So
yeah, that's true. There was
very disturbing.
It was like Eric's full squad versus my 1 mech, and it was kind of a fair fight.
Yeah, a little bit worried about the power disparity of the landowners coming to this planet.
All right, so it's Stony's turn. Choose an end from the list.
Okay.
There's two lists. There's
do we all pick an end?
Yeah, you just choose how it ended individually for you.
Really?
Yeah, it says
I'm pretty sure I picked the end, and then that's the only end.
Yeah, read the 3rd one.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only Golden that chooses the end. So he chose, we fought to a bitter bloody stalemate. At the end of the day, no one prevailed, and we all had to retreat and lick our wounds.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to pick anyway, so that works.
I was going to pick the last one, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's not much landscape to do damage to.
That's true.
We can say that
there's the planetary ring. Yeah.
Yeah.
The planet no longer has a ring.
That would be dope.
So let's go with that.
But yeah, that's the end to the free-for-all game. Take us back to the games list. And
this made me realize... Oh.
So that would make it Stoney's turn to choose a game.
Well, before we do that, though, we just got over our hour mark, so I think we're about time for our next break.
Gonna do a good. Well, I mean, that's fine. We did have a huge mech battle, so
it was fucking awesome.
It's fine.
Yeah. All right, guys, we'll be back in 5 minutes, so go ahead and get some coffee, some little snack or whatever, and we'll be back.